If you're a true Liverpool fan, subscribe to Anfield Signal. James Milner opens up on nightmare injury layoff. As ex-Liverpool star sets Premier League record, James Milner now stands alone as the player with the most Premier League appearances of all time. After featuring in Brighton's win over Brentford on Saturday, James Milner revealed how he couldn't lift his foot for 6 months during an injury-plagued 2024-25 season after he broke the Premier League's all-time appearance record today. Milner, 40, moved past Gareth Barry in the record books as he made his 654th top-flight appearance during Brighton's 2-0 victory away to Brentford, revealing what keeps him motivated to keep playing despite having achieved all there is to achieve in club soccer. Former Liverpool star Milner said, "It's the drive and hunger. You want to be the best every day, whether it's game or training. I'm surrounded by a lot of young lads. I want to contribute to their careers, push them, and help them get to the highest level as quick as possible. That's what I'm here to do. I feel like I can still contribute minutes. I've been a bit frustrated this year, maybe not getting the minutes, but it's a fine balance because of course we have to develop players as well and we want to win. Hopefully I've proved the last few games that I can still contribute on the pitch. I'm delighted to be part of it, and the dressing room, it's full of incredible characters and very good players and a good up-and-coming manager." Milner was asked how long he plans to continue playing but would not put a time frame on it. "Who knows? Things change quickly in football," Milner said. "When you get older, things can change quickly. With the injury I had last season, I couldn't lift my foot for 6 months. I'll keep pushing. Let's see where that takes us." Now that the record has been achieved, Milner said that he will be happy for the focus to move away from him. "There's been a lot of talk about it," he said. "For me, anyone who knows me, the most important thing has always been the team. I'm delighted I was able to play a few more minutes today and at Aston Villa, and hopefully people can see I can still contribute to the team. It's a big number, and it's nice to get top the record, but it's an opportunity to give a nod to so many people who have helped me, the family and friends who have been there from the start, the sacrifice they've made. The physios, sports scientists that have supported me, Sean Dugan, the physio at Brighton, who when I couldn't lift my foot for 6 months last year, helped get me back on the field. To be honest, it'll be nice to stop getting asked about it and concentrate on my football. I'm desperate to do well for Brighton and finish the season strongly, and I'm just pleased in the last 2 games to play more minutes and have the opportunity to help the team." Andy Robertson pays glowing tribute to James Milner after making Premier League history. James Milner received tributes across the Premier League after making history. Andy Robertson paid an emotional tribute to James Milner after the ex-Liverpool star broke the Premier League appearance record on Saturday. The 40-year-old started in Brighton's 2-0 win against Brentford at the G-Tech Community Stadium, marking his 654th Premier League match, beating the record set by former Aston Villa and Manchester City midfielder Gareth Barry. Milner's top-flight debut came all the way back in 2002 as a 16-year-old for Leeds United, which at the time made him the second youngest player ever to play in the Premier League. His illustrious career has seen him also play for Newcastle, Aston Villa, Man City and Liverpool, while winning the title 3 times. Upon breaking the record, the ex-England midfielder was subject to many tributes across English football, with several of his former Reds teammates joining in, including Robertson. Having spent 6 years playing alongside at Anfield, the Scotland captain wrote on Instagram, "The cop is right, there's only one James Milner, most Premier League appearances ever, an unbelievable achievement and one I can't see ever getting overtaken. I'm sure everyone will talk about mentality and character, and they're right, but what a footballer, technical ability and creativity. I feel very lucky I got to play with you for so long. Cracks me up how much the man himself will be hating all the fuss and attention. Suck it up, Jimmy. Gonna have to accept there's a lot of people out there who appreciate how good you are. Proud to be able to call you my mate at James Milner Official." Robertson was joined by Joe Gomez, who offered his own congratulations to Milner on social media. The 28-year-old, who joined Liverpool alongside Milner in 2015, wrote, "One of the biggest influences on my career on and off the pitch. The epitome of hard work and an unbelievable player. Grateful to have shared a dressing room with you. Congratulations on such a big milestone at James Milner Official." Continuing to have a key role at a top-flight club, former England teammate Wayne Rooney claimed he believes Milner can play until he's 43 years old. Rooney told BBC Sport, "Millie deserves to break the record. I think it's well known how professional he is and how hard he's worked all throughout his career. It's an incredible record and it just shows that when you work hard, it pays off. He's 40 now and players are playing until they're a bit older nowadays. We've seen that with Cristiano Ronaldo as well. It wouldn't surprise me if he goes on for another 2 or 3 years. Ex-Premier League manager in full agreement with Mohamed Salah as Dominik Szoboszlai verdict reached. Dominik Szoboszlai has been praised by Harry Redknapp and Mohamed Salah, with the Hungarian midfielder scoring 10 goals and providing 7 assists this season. Former Premier League boss Harry Redknapp is the latest figure to lavish praise on Liverpool midfielder Dominik Szoboszlai for his displays this season. The 25-year-old has been a consistently impressive performer for Arne Slot throughout the current campaign. Szoboszlai was forced to miss the 1-0 away victory at Sunderland through suspension following a red card, but marked his return with a goal in last week's 3-0 FA Cup triumph over Brighton. That strike was his 10th of the season across all competitions, with a further 7 assists also to his name. Szoboszlai has additionally been deployed at right-back when required throughout the campaign, demonstrating his adaptability and capacity to perform in any position on the pitch. Speaking to Bet Victor, Redknapp said, "Szoboszlai will be back for this one, and he's probably been their best player this season, regardless of what position he's played." Those remarks echo the sentiments of Mohamed Salah, who was full of admiration for Szoboszlai following the Brighton victory. When quizzed on Liverpool's prospects of winning the competition, he said, "It's going to depend on his Dominik Szoboszlai performances. He is one of the best players in the world right now. It's good for everyone, and I hope we can do it again." Liverpool will be hoping the Hungarian international continues to make his mark when they travel to the City Ground to face Nottingham Forest in Sunday's Premier League encounter. The fixture will also mark Vitor Pereira's first match at the helm of Forest following his appointment as successor to Sean Dyche. Offering his prediction, Redknapp commented, "It's all change at Forest. Again, I've got to say, I'm not sure if I understand the decision to part ways with Sean Dyche. Recent results had dipped a little, but he had done a good job, and I'm very confident he'd have kept them up. Now, I'm not so sure." Winning away at Sunderland was massive for Liverpool. They hadn't lost at home all season. That might just be the win that sparks this team into life for the remainder of the season, starting with this one. I'm picking Liverpool. Fellow pundit and former Premier League marksman Alan Shearer echoed Redknapp's sentiments regarding the outcome. Nottingham Forest have a change of manager, and it was a huge decision which sort of came out of the blue, but I think Liverpool look as if they've got some sort of normality back, so I'll go for an away win, he told Betfair. "I think it'll be between Nottingham Forest and West Ham for who does take that third relegation place. I don't see Forest getting anything this weekend. I think they'll make it tough, but not have enough on the day. I think as Arsenal found it tough, City found it tough there as well, and Liverpool will as well, because I think Vitor Pereira will get a great reception and the City ground will be rocking. However, I think the form that Liverpool are in, they'll just have too much." Mohamed Salah told what he should do in the summer as Arne Slot plea made to Liverpool Chiefs. Former Premier League star Rafael van der Vaart believes Mohamed Salah should leave Liverpool this summer as Saudi Pro League clubs circle. Former Premier League star Rafael van der Vaart has suggested that it would benefit everyone involved if Mohamed Salah departed Liverpool during the summer transfer window. Salah was caught up in a very public row with the club in December, following a spell of matches where he was left on the substitutes bench under Arne Slot. The attacker criticised his treatment before suggesting a potential January departure. Salah was omitted from the squad for the Champions League triumph over Inter Milan before returning to Liverpool's matchday squad for the 2-0 win against Brighton and Hove Albion following direct discussions with Slot. Prior to joining up with Egypt's Africa Cup of Nations squad, the forward also said sorry to his teammates. Nevertheless, the summer transfer window could signal the end of the forward's Liverpool stint, as Saudi Pro League sides remain repeatedly linked with a move for Salah. And Van der Vaart reckons the choice is a straightforward one, telling Sky Bet, "When I look at Mohamed Salah and the position he plays on the pitch, he has lost that extra half yard and the pace is gone with age. He used to be so quick and would run at players, but I can see now that it is different, and this is because of his age. When I look at Mohamed Salah and the position he plays on the pitch, he has lost that extra half yard and the pace is gone with age. He used to be so quick and would run at players, but I can see now that it is different, and this is because of his age. When you look at Virgil van Dijk, age is less important for a defender. There were games he performed not at his best, and everyone writes him off, but over a full season, even at this age, he shows everyone how good he is." On Mohamed Salah. Having a big player and a big name is sometimes a problem for both the player and coach. When you expect certain things as a coach from him, and he doesn't do it, then of course you have the right to put him on the bench. But because it's Mohamed Salah, this can cause a massive issue. In every press conference, every question will be on Salah. It could be best for both sides if Salah goes somewhere else in the summer. Whilst Van der Vaart reckons Salah's departure might suit all parties this summer, he holds a different view regarding Reds manager Slot. Arne Slot is the man that can turn things around at Liverpool. I believe this 100%. Spending £500 million in the summer gives you no guarantee that the team is going to be better, and we've seen this, he said. You have to remember that when Liverpool were winning, a lot of the time it was a goal in the last minute. Football is sometimes a game of luck, and now they're in a phase where the luck is not on their side. I really hope that Liverpool stay calm and keep Slot because he can turn it around. Liverpool have a task on their hands to turn their form around under Slot to help keep his job secure in the coming months. The Reds won the Premier League in his first campaign at the helm, but after a summer of heavy investment, they have regressed with results in the division. The current challenge is to secure Champions League football for next season, with the race wide open to try and seal a place in the top 4 or 5. Harvey Elliott's summer options at Liverpool, including potential Jurgen Klopp reunion. Harvey Elliott has endured a difficult loan spell at Aston Villa with limited playing time. Harvey Elliott is at a pivotal moment in his career following the Liverpool star's disastrous loan stint at Aston Villa. Elliott moved to Villa at the beginning of the campaign after slipping down Arne Slot's pecking order, but what could have been a chance to demonstrate his worth to the Dutchman has descended into a disaster in the Midlands, despite him continuing to put in maximum effort during training sessions. The 22-year-old has managed just 7 appearances across all competitions under Unai Emery, with just 3 of those coming as starts. Only 4 of those matches have come in the Premier League, where he has been on the pitch for just 13 minutes since September. Emery's justification for sidelining Elliott revolves around a reported loan arrangement that dictates that Villa must purchase the former Fulham player for £35 million once he reaches 10 games for them. However, it has now emerged that the stipulation only applies to Premier League games, which means Elliott could feature more in the top flight this term, for all that his involvement under Unai Emery has been limited so far. Nevertheless, Elliott appears at a crossroads, both presently and in the summer. His campaign remains far from ideal, while uncertainty reigns over what lies ahead in the summer with a contract that runs until 2027. Here, Mirror Football examines some of the possible routes available to Elliott and Liverpool this summer. Liverpool comeback. Elliott's devotion to Liverpool has remained strong since joining the U23 setup in 2019. He earned his Premier League debut in 2020 after a loan spell at Blackburn Rovers and has now featured 149 times for the Reds. Following the signing of a fresh contract in 2021, Elliott spoke passionately about the club he now calls home. He said, "The love ever since the first day has been enormous. I've received so many messages. I'm thankful for everything they have given to me. Their support to us boys is like having a 12th man on the pitch, to be honest, and we've missed them a lot. This year will be nice to have them back, nice to have them in the stadiums, and hopefully we can prove them right this year and go and do it again. They are unbelievable. The fans are truly one of us. They keep us going and keep us positive. We just want to do everything for them. We want to win for them. We'll give it 100%. Whilst Slot evidently didn't rate Elliott last summer, that doesn't automatically spell the end of his Anfield journey. His outstanding mentality and commitment during his loan stint at Villa speak volumes about his character, while the club is already well aware of the talent he brings. He's scored 15 goals and provided 21 assists in red, securing 2 Premier League crowns and several domestic cups. A character like Elliott might well believe he can engineer a return to the club in the summer and battle his way into Slot's first team. Help from Jurgen Klopp. During the summer of 2025, ESPN claimed that RB Leipzig were pursuing Elliott on a permanent basis from Liverpool. Back then, the Reds weren't willing to part with the midfielder permanently and faced no urgency to sanction the star's departure. However, with the 22-year-old starved of game time at Villa, Slot appearing unconvinced, and his deal expiring in 2027, Elliott might contemplate a switch to Germany, and he already has a familiar face there. Ex-Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp joined Red Bull as head of global soccer following his departure from the Reds and could facilitate an agreement. Following Klopp's exit from Anfield, Elliott told Amazon Prime precisely how significant the former boss is to him and the club. He said, I'm surprised there isn't a statue of him yet. You know he's built the team up, won so many things, and he has that legacy which I think will live forever, for many, many years. Until I'm even dead, it will go on. And he deserves it. What he's done to this team, the way he's built it up and made it like a family, the players, the fans, everyone in this building or even around the world, everyone feels together, and that's because of him. You know, the way he is as a person and the way he handles everything that comes his way, he's a legend in my eyes, and he will be a legend of this club forever. Now, it's like you look back on these times and in the moment, you don't really think about these things. Because as a player, it's always about the next game. You can't get too overwhelmed with these situations. But looking back, as I say, he's a legend. Premier League switch. Should Liverpool and Elliott conclude that a permanent departure suits both parties, a transfer to a Premier League rival could be in his future. There would probably be plenty of suitors for a player who has demonstrated his abilities in the top flight, while the remaining duration on his deal, plus a potential drop in his asking price due to his limited game time, might also prove attractive. Prior to his Aston Villa move, West Ham were amongst the clubs reportedly keen on Elliott. More recently, Leeds have also been touted as a potential destination for the midfielder. What lies ahead for the Liverpool talent remains to be seen, with a significant summer on the horizon.